talking, just a little hiccup. I live it bottom this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought it.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New England Patriots.
The kickoff for Houston.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Newton on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Texans nothing. Brett Maher.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
On the keeper. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Bird to return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Patriots take over
at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Texans nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give. Now Watson on the move to his left. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Deshaun Watson sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 47-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. throwing on third down. Newton. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Open man, the tight end Fells. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14, Texans nothing.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
From the end zone, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
To number 8.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That's it.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Brett Maher is set.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Watson off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon Dunn.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On third down, Newton. And Jennings has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. On first down, Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
P.J. Hall.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Maher is set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Watson on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And now look at him go. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff. Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Intended for Jordan Akins.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here we go with Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson on target here to Fuller. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And goal to go.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Off of play action, it's Watson. The quick slant caught. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Patriots 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
All on the tackle.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Demir Bird returning it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now Newton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38, Newton going up top. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
A gain of
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
a big gain on the play.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole.
And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you. Quick dash. Come. Hey, watch that.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. Accelerating, and off he goes. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big run there by Johnson. 67 yards on the ground. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Texans 38, Patriots 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Texans 38, Patriots 28. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they take a knee.
McCarron on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13. Today's final score, Texans 38.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I must have a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.